I'm Martyn Thompson. I'm a photographer and a designer. I live in New York City. I first came to New York in December of 1982 when I finished my degree at Sydney Uni, and I was here probably for a month. And the thing I discovered whilst I was here, well, I discovered many things, but one of them was ambition. I think people had a pretty easy life in Sydney, so we had ideas of things we wanted to do, but they weren't like burning desires. And I came to New York and I met all these people, like they had a burning desire to be an actor, a singer, a writer, or whatever it was. Everything about New York says overdo it, and you have to sort of come, overdo it, and then establish your relationship with the city and find your balance within it. Well, that's been my experience of it anyway. The thing you have to find here is you have to find your peace. One word that often has been like attached to my photos is painterly and tactile. And I think I see things with a touch of the melancholy about them. I don't really ever take happy photos. They're always things are sort of tinged, I think, with a little sadness. I always think of myself as a sort of autumn and winter photographer. Like that's my sort of palette more than a summer photographer. I've always loved objects and I've always loved putting environments together. That's always been sort of the key of my photos. And so I think to start sort of spilling out into sort of making those environments more sort of 3D potentially for other people is like, it sort of makes a lot of sense to me. I think New York appeals because it's just so easy to fit in here, because it is a melting pot. If you present an idea to someone, they're like, yeah, what a great idea. I mean, it doesn't ultimately mean they're going to do anything or like employ you or anything, but in general, people are very receptive. I think a lot of Australians really love that sort of positive thing in New York because you feel like you have that potential to do something or that people are receptive. I think the great thing in being creative is that I don't ever have to stop being creative. Like, I imagine do that until I die. This isn't the end game. Because really all I'm interested in is new things all the time.